Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're stepping away from modern digital signals to look at a different kind of frequency, the literal vibration of heavy artillery rolling across the European countryside in the late 1700s. We are talking about Charles-Augustin de Coulomb. While many of you recognize his name from your physics textbooks regarding electrical charges, his earlier career was spent in the dirt and mud of military fortifications, solving problems that determined the survival of empires. Before the rise of Napoleon, Coulomb was a captain in the French Corps du Génie. In the 1770s, he was stationed in Martinique, tasked with the grueling job of rebuilding Fort Bourbon. It was here, surrounded by the tropical heat and the constant threat of landslides, that he realized the existing methods for calculating soil pressure were dangerously inadequate. He wasn't just looking for a theoretical answer. He needed to ensure that massive stone walls wouldn't crumble under the weight of the earth they were meant to hold. The challenge intensified as the Napoleonic era loomed. Warfare was becoming a game of mobility and elevation. Positioning heavy cannons on hillsides was a strategic necessity, but a slope that was too steep or a soil mass that was too saturated meant that a multi-ton battery could slide into a ravine before a single shot was fired. Coulomb began to treat soil not as a solid block, but as a material governed by internal friction and cohesion, a revolutionary shift in thinking for the time. Coulomb's genius lay in his wedge theory. He hypothesized that when a retaining wall or a slope fails, a triangular wedge of soil slides along a failure plane. By applying the laws of statics to this sliding mass, he could determine exactly how much force the soil exerted against a structure. He accounted for the angle of internal friction, essentially how well the grains of dirt grip each other, and the cohesion that holds them together. This wasn't just about math, it was about the safety of every soldier and every citizen living near these massive earthworks. During the intense pressures of French military expansion, his work allowed engineers to build higher, steeper, and more resilient fortifications than ever before. He transformed geotechnical engineering from a series of educated guesses into a rigorous mathematical discipline that we still rely on today for everything from highway embankments to skyscraper foundations. As we wrap up today's episode, remember that the ground beneath us isn't just dirt. It's a complex structural system. Next time you look at hills and engineered slopes, Coulomb was the one that made them stable for all of us. His fundamental contribution to calculating the shear strength of soil remains the bedrock of modern practice.